It's Saturday morning, the 10th of September. This is just as good a place to start as any. I'm in Old Town Hilliard, Ohio. Hilliardfest. So 9/11's on a weekend this year, and I just parked over here. There's a McCoy Center back in there. That's an old railroad bed, and the power line, the steel cutouts, Heritage Dental. This is looks like a microbrewery, but that's what we use to feed cattle with. I thought that was cool. I'm surprised they still have the ladder on there too, because kids like to climb them ladders. A bike trail, electric plug-ins. It was always a preppy kind of a town, and it probably still is, but when we went to school and we were like the farmers. But they were able to save some of the old part, which was quite an undertaking, I'm sure, that, you know, because there's plenty of developers would like to bulldoze all this and put cookie cutter housing additions in. That's exactly what's going on, but they managed to save part of this. This reminds me of Louisiana, this double thing here. A splash pad. There's like a girls dance team over here. There's going to be live bands. It starts at 10. We're here right on time till 8 o'clock at night. I think they get to drinking on Saturday night. There's tons of electrical on that one. Then there's the transformers, the transmission line. Gun World's around the corner. Looks like the police are all set up. So 9/11, this is, you know, could get emotional pretty quick. The splash pad, a little cool today. I'm seeing leaves change. This is our 9/11 memorial in downtown. They might even be having a service up here now. This is the main street. So I'll do the crafts in a separate video. Tons of live bands. We have 2 popcorn festivals going on right now. One in Marion, another in Beaver Creek. I haven't did festivals in a couple years, and I was here a couple years ago. There's a television museum, an art gallery to my right, up straight ahead. That's the band. We're down on that far end. There's a bandstand, professional bandstand. Tons of barbecue, extending another 3 or 4 blocks in that direction. This is kind of the heart of downtown. Beautiful sculpture here. I haven't talked to Hilliard Police, and ever changing. I think that's the one they built at the fairgrounds, and so our fairgrounds have changed. The flags are at half staff. I was hoping there would be some music, you know, just. We're here early, but check out this sculpture, man. Those are beams back here. We'll walk back here in a second from the towers. The names, a memorial wall. There was never a shot fired. There's no smoking gun. It was a war without a shot being fired. There's a Hefferman over there. Huh. Because this is where Brian Heffernan lives. Small world. Yeah, I've had people here make threats to my channel. They're also called fans. This looks like James Hardy board, doesn't it? Yeah, cement board. So yeah, we'll get close up. Yeah, that could be pretty emotional right there. And then it's in a 20-year cycle. It was AIDS in the 90s and the leftovers from Jimmy Carter, and then 20 years ago, the Satan guy, whatever. Just his family was in construction and he was destructive. Bin Laden, what a scumbag. And then today we have a virus. It was all to kill our people and to destroy our economy. And we're still free. Alright, so and then where your fears begin. And so yeah, that is pretty intense right there, man, from the memory of 9/11. Which the police are a product of 9/11 and all that. The whole fire department, there was an influx of trillions of dollars, and then with our little virus, there was trillions involved in insurance companies, PPP, and the AIDS and all that. It seems to be when you follow the money, you always end up at an insurance company. All that was bought through like an insurance job. When you wreck your car and they go in and get the estimate, and it's completely different when an insurance company's involved. They just pick a number out of thin air. So Hilliard was fortunate enough to secure for display actual beams from where all the fuel and it was a really bad day, but I still loaded a load of steel in West Virginia. It was on a Tuesday. Or Kentucky, I mean, the mill, across the river. And then, yeah, I unloaded that morning in Kentucky at Lowe's Lumber, it was. And then got my load of steel. So, that whole stay-at-home order was a new level of government oversight or whatever on our freedom. It's twisted. So that would be more of a support one. That's kind of neat. They don't have police cars anymore. They have like four-wheel drive SUVs. This is a really high-class neighborhood, for sure. Such beautiful people here. There's plenty of people from Hollywood, I'll tell you, that come from here. I think the television museum's not too far from here, and we've seen that Boogie Woogie guy over here one day. But yeah, just to end the video real quick, this is kind of a main part from the towers at the base, wasn't it? Do you think? And the New York Times had a building down there, and it was owned by a guy from over here, Whitelaw Reid. And his house is where Mike DeWine lives. He was a farm boy from Ohio, ended up owning the newspapers in New York City, like the New York Times. He ran for vice president with like Calvin Coolidge or whoever it was, Theodore Roosevelt, and back in that time. But yeah, Whitelaw Reid. And that's kind of that heart where the towers 1, 2, 3, and 4 were. And we got a piece of it back here in Ohio to memorialize with some pretty crazy looking welding going on. Everything about it. Some 4 inches, I would say, right there. And then the 3 pieces sistered in right here, like a sandwich. And there too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bogart Rippey over here, downtown, Old Hilliardfest, Hilliard, Ohio, Saturday, September the 10th. Thanks for watching.